I've been slacking. It's going in the fridge. I'll tell you why. It's like I swear I keep sleeping in. And like my definition of sleeping in is different than the next guy's. But like, good chow. Still. I have a funny story. It's not that funny. But yesterday I got really busy in the afternoon. I met my buddy Kent. If you know Kent, you're blessed. And I got to be out at this coffee shop with him for longer because my afternoon class got canceled because my professor said he wasn't feeling well. But then, instead of having a in-person lecture, he recorded a lecture. And our lectures are supposed to be 50 minutes. And like, not to be nitpicky, but he recorded he recorded 2 videos. One of them was like a 14-minute one because he was finishing a chapter. And the other one was an hour. So it's an hour and 15 minutes. Like, he exceeded the amount of time that he was supposed to take. And so I sat at this coffee shop and I was dedicated. Like, on top, like, I was determined. I was determined to get this stuff done. Gonna be loud. Oh, you freaking. And so, where I was going with this is like, I didn't end up leaving the coffee shop till like 3:30, and I showed up at the coffee shop at like 12 because I was doing my homework. And then I was like, I signed up for a group fitness class for 5 p.m. And I was like, I have a great idea. I'm going to do my meal prepping when I get home. And then I'm gonna go to my class. And then when I come back, it's like my food will be ready. Yeah? Good plan? No. I didn't put my chicken in until it needed basically like a half an hour to cook. And I put it in at like 4:30, which puts it at finishing when the class is supposed to start. I screwed up, okay? I was like, I should have just put the chicken back in the freezer bag and then finished it later. But I didn't. I put it in the oven, and then scrambling when I was leaving, I left the chicken in the oven and I just turned the oven off, hoping that it would stay warm while I was gone. And I beat myself up so bad about it. When I left, when I was in the class, as I was coming back home, I was like, that was so stupid. why did I do that? That's a waste of chicken. Like, there could be salmonella growing in it right now if it didn't finish cooking. And my plan was to come home and throw it away. But when I got home, I opened the oven, and the oven was still, like, fairly warm. Like, and the chicken I looked at it, and it was almost completely cooked. Or, like, it was completely cooked, actually. It appeared completely cooked. And so I cranked that bad boy up, and I, like, let it cook for a little bit longer, and maybe a little longer than I should have, and I ate it. And I was fine. Oh, you're ready. This thing always moves. So bad. Dang. Anyways, I'll give you a gun show. That's it. I don't like that every time I'm kind of like put my espresso in. There's like trace amounts of espresso grounds that just hang out. But okay, you know the reason why. Dang, I'm talking. You can tell I'm tired. The reason why it took me so long to put my chicken in is because I was playing Hallelujah on the guitar. And I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya? You know, I was playing it so many times that I was like, these are like Bible stories, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure these are Bible stories. Because one of them said, like, she tied you to the kitchen chair, and then it was talking about cutting her hair, and it literally sounds like, oh my gosh, what's his name? He's a character in the Bible. It's not Samuel, is it? Is it? No, Samson. It's Samson. Samson had power. He had all this strength in his hair. And then his wife cut it off. And another one was, you saw her bathing on the roof. Her beauty in the moonlight overthrew you. And King David saw this other guy's wife bathing when he was standing on his roof. And so, like, I was just like, I know these stories. I shouldn't, like, pay attention to the lyrics really much. I can't think of what else there was, but... Guys, I realize, guys, the whole world, to the whole world watching, while I make my episode. Eat, drink, and be merry. Check it. You ready for this? I don't think you're ready for this. So when I was talking to Kent, I realized something. This thing is shaking bad. You should have met me I'm talking to Kent, and I'm describing like how, I just have like this tendency to like, I'm just very romantic, like in my mind, but here's the thing, I don't want to entertain anything or anyone, because that's not what I want. It's not what I need right now. But it's a struggle because it's like literally everywhere I go, every day, it's like my brain is going to all of the wrong places. It's not like a bad place necessarily. It's just like constantly romanticizing and like seeking a partner. And I'm like, no, I don't want it. I don't need it. And it's like it happens automatically. It happens regardless of what I want it to do. And it's really frustrating. It's just really frustrating because, and he said, would you say that it's like a thorn in your flesh? And I was like, oh my gosh, because Paul talks about having like a thorn in his flesh and how like he asked God so many times to remove it. And it's kind of like symbolic. It's just like it's something that is in me that it hurts and I'm fighting it. But like God's not taking it out of me. And he also referred me to when Jacob was wrestling with God and how Jacob was beefing with Esau and Esau was coming to see him. And then he starts wrestling with somebody and wrestling all night with him. And this person literally touched his hip, and his hip was put out of joint. That's how it's worded. He beats the guy somehow. This guy who is able to touch joints out of place, he lets Jacob win, and he says, like, I'm changing your name to Israel. And then he goes to meet Esau with a limp. And essentially, he's like, this humbles Jacob. Like, if it weren't for this wrestling, it humbled Jacob before Esau. And Esau, had pity on him. He saw how weathered he looked. Like, you're limping and you look like crap. That's weird. And so, that's where I'm going to be this morning. Is, I think, in Genesis, when it's talking about Jacob wrestling. And I might cross it over into, Romans. Dang, that's nothing left on my throat. It was good while it lasted. Oh, Canada. Okay. I finished making my lot. A. A. Okay. I need to wake up. And then I don't have any devices on me. I'm going to do my Bible study. And then actual study of homework. Sorry for talking aimlessly. I'm not going to apologize. I'm not sorry. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May his face shine upon you. GoPro, stop recording.